Rise up, Miss Pam. Rise up. How you doing this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is for most people? I know we got our UK people. It's probably midnight sometime, right about now or
Child,
after the fact.
I'm not
All I
used to being cold in March. I'm not used to that.
girl, I'm telling you, I got my
Oh.
heat on today. I had to suck up and put that bad boy on today. So I just want to make sure that we are streaming everywhere. So give me a
Mm-hmm.
moment. Go ahead and give
Okay.
people opportunity to come up in here. Let
Mm-hmm.
me share this to our Facebook group. How's it going, Miss Pam? Though, are you warm?
I'm staying warm. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Oh,
Doing Yep, doing mighty fine.
you're mighty fine. Okay,
Mighty
okay.
fine, mighty fine.
I love it. I love it, Miss Pam. I'm happy because I don't set up a microphone for myself. I got a little ring,
look,
little
look at
light.
that. Look at that.
Got
All
little new
set up.
spectacles. I'm just
Oh,
I'm feeling good, pretty good about myself, Hanny.
go
You know.
ahead.
We're gonna get to the fans in a moment, but let me make sure that this is also on because we are streaming on Facebook. We are
Yeah.
also streaming on X as well
Mm-hmm.
as YouTube. So welcome everybody that's in here checking us out right about now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right, all right. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. Got
Okay.
everything set up over here. Miss Pam, let's go ahead and introduce who we are in case some people don't know who we are. So if you are new to this channel, please share this out. Also hit that
Yes.
subscribe button so you won't miss another episode because, of course, it's not only just the Ladybirds of AFN. We have the Regulator Show. We have
Yeah.
several shows on this channel. Welcome to
Oh yeah.
AFN, but this is the Ladybirds of AFN show.
Mm-hmm.
I am your first lady of AFN, Miss Maggie T.
Yes. Yes.
I'm excited to have you out here with me tonight, as well as introduce yourself. Who's next to me?
I'm better known as Auntie Pam. I'm from good old Columbus, Georgia. Welcome to our show, everybody.
Wonderful, wonderful. What you want? What's
And the
who?
Hawks keep it up that winning streak. I see.
My green. Well, my child finna pinch me. I have green right here. You can't pinch me.
You got green. You got green on.
Leave me alone. Okay. See, they want to bother me today, but let me go ahead and get to the fans real quick. Then we're gonna introduce our special guest. Y'all already know how it
Yeah.
goes here. We
Mm-hmm.
got Silk Legacy. What's going on,
Hey,
brother?
Silk.
What's up, Queens? This year the Falcons going to eat,
Yeah. Yeah.
get some. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Smooth. What's going on? He said,
Smooth. Hey, smooth.
sup, AFN. Hey. Oh, what's
Hey.
up, 303? Oh, look at you. Don't
The
change nothing,
bell.
Janelle. What's going on, Janelle? How you doing? We got the lovely Tiffany. Hey, girl. How you
Hey,
doing?
Tiffany.
Appreciate you.
Hey, you.
Hey, ladies, Miss Karina. I was
Karina.
actually just hanging with Miss Karina at the Hawks game last night.
I gotta definitely go to a Hawks game.
You sure do.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we'll be
yeah.
making the playoffs if we can keep this winning streak going. Because
Cross
I
fingers.
was
Cross fingers.
right, because at
They
first I was
looking
like
good.
fire the head coach. I was over it. I was definitely
Oh.
over it, but
Mm-hmm.
they making me a believer over here. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this right here?
Brazil,
Fairness.
Johnny.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing,
Hey.
hello, ladies? Okay, what's going on? Joyously
Joyce.
hopeful. What's going on, girl?
Hey.
And you
Hey.
caught us while we're live today. I'm so happy to see you
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Oh Lord, here go
Yes.
the keep pounding. Here go a Panthers fan. Oh my God. What do you want with us, Panthers fan? My little ring
They
light on.
love us. They love us. That's why.
Hey, somewhere. This is a Falcons podcast. Hi, Max. What's going on, love? How are you
Hey, Max.
doing? Y'all all up in here. Please share this out. I think it's
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We gonna got to the bottom. What's up, everybody? And of course, more people will start coming in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bills, hey, you know what? You just want to be, recognize. Okay, I'll give you your 10 minutes of fame. All right. Because according to your other Panthers fan, y'all winning division and beating us and all that this season. That was a fluke. I'm just gonna let you know that was a fluke.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, Miss Pam, let's go ahead and introduce what we got going on today because I'm excited about this one.
Yes.
Now, it's all my fault that it took forever for her to come on this show because I keep telling her I want you on the show, and it hit her back up.
Yes.
I be doing a whole lot of other stuff. So,
we got her on the show.
We got on the show. So this is our Superfan series, everybody. In case you don't know what this is, we always highlight fans that love their teams. And sometimes they say super fans are more like the ones that dress up and everything else. But I feel like the super fans are also the people that talk about the teams loyally and faithfully and attend the games and everything else. So you don't need a costume to be a super fan. Okay. You just got to be supportive. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring in our lady of the hour. Let me get her little bio and get ready to go. So I love this because it's another lady, everybody. Her name is Lindsay. She's an Atlanta-based healthcare professional, sports talk personality, and proud mom of 2 amazing daughters. When she's not helping patients navigate their care, she's diving headfirst into sports debates and all things Atlanta athletics. A loyal supporter of the Atlanta Falcons, Braves, Hawks, Dream, and Atlanta United. Lindsay believes being an Atlanta fan builds character, especially if you root for the Falcons. She brings strong opinions, real fan energy, and a love for the culture and community that make Atlanta sports special. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get a drum roll up in here, please. Let's bring her in. Come on, Miss Lindsay. Let's bring you up here. Lindsay.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh my God. Yes. Being a fan of any of these sports teams in Atlanta, you got patience. You got heart. And you can handle your emotions because I be ready to quit this team every single damn day.
Every game. Across the board.
Yes. So, with that being said, welcome back. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. Finally, we're here. Finally, we're here.
Right. We're excited, Ms. Lindsay. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the conversation. How are you feeling today? Are you warm? Because it's cold out here in Georgia.
I am freezing. I am anemic on top of everything else. I'm like, it's definitely this weather we've been having the last couple of days is crazy, but overall, warm.
It's cooler. It's because, I think Friday it's going to be 80 degrees.
Yep, sure is.
That's why I told everybody, don't put up your coats yet, y'all. Don't put that in the storage. No. So we still got a whole, April sometime get a little chilly too. All right. Let's go ahead and get right into right. So I don't know who else is joining us tonight, but we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. So let's start it off with a little bit of conversation. Then Miss Pam, you can chime in on this one as well, but I'm going to definitely ask our guest a couple of questions. So, first question for you is, how long have you been a fan, Atlanta sports fan, and why do you continue to represent them?
I have been an Atlanta sports fan for as long as I can remember. I honestly can say I found a picture when I was a baby that I had on the Atlanta Falcons bib, like the #1 recruit. I don't know who decided to do that, but it's been ingrained in me since then. But I started actively kind of watching it the very first Super Bowl that we went to. We lost. I remember that game like it was nothing else because I was with my family. But I got interested very, very in tune then. And so I just been a sports fan ever since. I've cheered for football, cheered for basketball. So I learned games real early on. So instead of me cheering, I would watch the game. So that's how that kind of started for me.
Right.
And to continue to represent them, like I grew here. I was born and raised in Georgia, wasn't born in Atlanta, but I
Okay.
grew here. So this was the culture that was here. Like you had to pretty much be with Atlanta culture. So that's where it is, and I will continue to be there. Win, lose, or draw. I'm an
Okay.
AFN fan.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, same thing for me. Just, I mean, that's all I knew was the Falcons, because of course I'm actually from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And of course my dad always been a Falcons fan. Uh, he's one of those fans that is not convinced about anything, though. So it's like how I'm optimistic. He be like, "Yeah, the Falcons suck." It's like, yeah, but come on, we got Tua now.
It's a difference
Joke.
between being optimistic and being realistic, and that's the one thing that made a difference with me is that yeah, we can always be optimistic.
Right.
There are those ones, but me, I'm realistic. So that's always the take that I take with any of our sports teams. It's nice and all to be like, oh, we're gonna win, but I am the one. I'd be like,
And
wait a
we are too. Like me, we really critique our team, because we finna get into this conversation. Good. Today. But I'm the same way. It's like I'm optimistic to an extent, but I'm not a fool. So I'm not talking about Super Bowl right about now. Right now, we just need to damn win the division.
Okay.
And get past or at least get into the playoffs.
Yes, that part.
Because we haven't seen that yet. So you got over there, Miss Pam. You got stuff going on over there.
Yeah. How are you?
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. And let me know if I'm loud, everybody, because I'm in my new microphone. So, hey, Maggie. How you doing, everybody? All right. So, thank you for telling me about that. It's Atlanta Hawks are making me happy. Scotty's calling me. What's up, Scotty? Are making me happy. 10 wins in a row. They will make it 11 in a row. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. What ladies that love the Falcons? Yes. Are you asking a question, or are you just saying what? Or are you
maybe like, what?
I am going on out and coming back in. I can't hear. Okay, Miss Pam couldn't hear. Okay. That's all right, Miss Pam. We're gonna get it together. All right. So let's go ahead and get to our next portion of the topic, because this one I definitely want to ask you, because of course I ask all women whenever they come on this show. But first, what influenced you to become an Atlanta sports personality? Do you face any controversy being a woman?
Always. For me, just I started getting on TikTok, and we were always talking sports, and then that's just kind of just how I fell into it, because I talk sports all the time, and of course my little crew of people that I'm around is majority of men, so sports is all they talk about, literally 24/7. So it's always been sports. So I just I just took a taking to it, and I haven't looked back. And yes, definitely being a woman, they always think, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But then if I can run some stats on them, and I can talk like I can tell them what I'm talking about, they see now, like, okay, she does know what she's talking about. So that's always the big part of, they act like we don't know. We're not supposed to know. Like, yes, women watch sports. They might not watch all of them. Some women watch sports for other reasons. Some women actually watch the sport to watch the sport. I do both. So it balances itself out.
Makes sense. I mean, hey, you're still a woman. So you're gonna have other reasons why you're looking, but as long as you're not a rah-rah cheerleader, I respect that a lot more, because I always tell women, I don't care what you do, sit down and learn the game just a little bit. Ask questions, figure it out, go to the game. That will make somebody extremely happy that you're at least trying to figure it out, instead of complaining and hosting events on Sundays when you know damn well, or Mondays or Thursdays, don't book. That's why I love when the husbands and all that be like, here's my little letter right now, doing these dates.
And see,
Do not bother
I
me.
use that same exact letter. Don't invite me to any event, especially during football season. And the first question is, do you have a TV? And is it going to be able for me to watch the Falcons? Because I will go off somewhere by myself or with the rest of the men in the house, and I will watch this game. I'm not even joking. All my family, what day is it? It's on Sunday. I'm not coming.
Right.
What time is it? Is it between 1 and 4 o'clock? I'm not coming unless you guys. Unless it's a TV, I ain't coming.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I used to get my girls' hair done and all that, and sometimes it end up being on a Sunday. While my sister and or whatever they're in the chair, I'm in there watching the game, and they be like, "Why you ain't in here talking with the girls?" No, because you guys don't have the TV on in here. I'm out there.
Yeah.
So I'm always introduced as the girl that likes sports.
Yeah.
And then, of course, sometimes that causes controversy because it's like, oh, okay, well, she's attractive. I'm jealous. And, oh, no, you know, like, well, you fucking introduced, excuse my language, but you introduced me as the sports lady. So, of course, people are intrigued by that. But I'm just here to watch the game. So now, if you're insecure and all that, you need to be watching this game with me. How about that?
Okay. That part.
You know what I'm saying? You back, Miss Pam? Can you hear me now?
I'm back. I can hear now.
All right. And we got Miss Christy. She is also another ladybird in the house. What's up, Miss Christy? She said, "Hello, ladybirds of AFN. I'm at work, but I'm here. Thanks, Lindsay, for being a champion for our Atlanta sports."
Yes.
Hey.
You're
welcome. All right. And Francis said, "I played football too." Awesome. He said, "Hit that like button. Yeah, please do. Subscribe, share this out so more people and eyes can be here." What's going on? Southside. I see you in there, buddy.
Hey, Southside.
What's going on, everyone? Falcons Nation over it. Everybody. Right. My family already know the better look at the football schedule before they invite me to anything. I have do not disturb on Sundays. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the next one. We said, someone we know was talking about Quinn Snyder because I was saying I was also on that fire him phase, but I don't know.
No, now
we're gonna hold it. We're gonna see. All right.
Look,
maybe Johnson was the answer. After we got rid of Trey, but we can get into a little basketball later. But it said I want Quinn Snyder fired, but I don't know what he did to basketball team, but he's doing it. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm conflicted right now. Now, if we make it to the playoffs, that's going to determine what happens then, though, because those games put up a shut up type of situation. It's one of those. So it's like
that's true.
So I mean, we're gonna see. I'm in California. Please don't hate me. That's funny. All right, Miss Lindsay, we're gonna go ahead into the next conversation because now let's talk about some of the Falcons since we kind of got into why you became a fan, how long you've been a fan, and doing sports talk. And by the way, do you have a podcast name?
No, it's just me. I call it the Lindsay Sport Talk on TikTok, and we just kick it. Anybody's welcome to come in. We walk in, we talk about our teams. We give a good, bad, and ugly for the week, and we just, we talk about what's going on there. Good plays, bad plays, ugly plays.
Okay.
So
nice.
I love it, girl. I love it. Let me make sure this is shared there. Okay, so my next question to you. Since coaching was clearly the problem in 2025, how do you feel about the new staff and GM? Are you buying into Matt Ryan's vision so far?
Kind of conflicted. A lot of my people, we have now dubbed the Falcons like the Atlanta Browns when it comes to stuff because we've got a lot of coaching from the Browns and players from the Browns. It's a big thing, but I am a wait and see type person. So the way I've seen like now through free agency and seeing all the players are kind of like they're excited, they're ready to work. We gotta wait and see. That's my big thing is right now. I want to wait and see. I said because we're really not gonna see what the Falcons look like until training camp.
Right.
Yeah.
Training camp is the big, let me show y'all what we've been doing. And I feel like whatever is going to gel with this staff and the GM, that's going to do it. Now Ian, he doing good so far.
So far.
Doing a lot with so little. Can't even lie. He's doing a lot with a little bit. So I believe we just got to wait and see. We want and like you say, we won't really see anything until training camp. So I believe Matt Ryan was kind of the person who is going to change the influence. I'm going to say, I don't want to call it the culture, but I feel like he does have a vision and he can see it very clearly, but we have to see it too.
We have to see it to believe it. I'm one of those. I'm one of those. I got to see it on paper. Looks cute, but
on paper, this is going to be a show improved season, and I've said that even now. We'll get into that a little bit later in depth. It's going to be a show improved. This is going to be the show improved season.
Right. So I'm going to put this part here real quick. Let me do that real fast because so we can kind of bring up the free agency list of who's in and out, and then we don't go through the whole list, but just things that stand out to you because we did lose some players. We gained some. So 1 second, put this in here.
Look, got a couple rehires.
Absolutely.
Got a couple Georgia boys. Got
Alabama's guys too.
Alabama's, they doing some work. So they doing a lot with very little. Little. Yes. I was not expecting to see all the signings and things that it was just. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, do the Falcons got a BOGO special for the players or something? Because it was like they was just picking them up left and right. I'm like,
And what impressed me is the compensatory pick for next year. He's kind of building on that too. And he said in his press conference he likes picks and like draft capital. So
that's gonna be the best thing.
Dang, yes.
All right, so I got the chart up now. Let me go ahead and bring that up real quick, and I'm gonna get to Southside's comment. Come on, he's sneaking into his sister's situation. He said, I'm sneaking to my sister's basement without anyone knowing, and be down there with my wings, my Mary, and my drink, and won't nobody know I'm there watching the Falcons.
That's a good highlight.
You got a nice little setup there.
You just told everybody what you're doing, so now they're gonna know where to come find you.
Right. So say, you know what? You are at. Yeah, you just told on yourself.
He done let the cat out of the bag.
Right. You done told too much, buddy. Okay, so this is it. Now this is Chat GPT's doing. So can y'all see the chart? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take this comment off real quick. But it's Chat GPT, so if some of their positions are off, you already know. Just charge it to the game right now, okay? All right. Let me take that off. I swear I got too much going on over here. All right, so these are. So we're gonna start with the inside. I'm gonna start you off with. Well, you don't have to go through the entire list, but the obvious one that I want to talk about is Tua. Me and Pam already said what we felt about Tua, but how are you feeling about this signing?
We got him for free 99. So, but I think Tua will be fine with us. But again, this is going with Tua and then Penix coming in. They're going to do half and half of the season. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a half and half, and it's going to be show and prove. So it's going to definitely get to a point of who's going to step up and who's going to show out. Because if neither one of them come to the plate, we're going to have another quarterback next season. We're going to have another quarterback. I I get the thought process that they got him because they really got him. They pretty much did get him for free. He getting $1 million. They got him for free. You didn't have to do nothing for him, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Tua got to prove himself.
Right.
And Tua got to prove himself, and then Penix is gonna have to prove himself. Which I hate to think like that, but it's very obvious that is what's gonna have to happen.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So, it's at this point, like you said, free 99. So whatever the situation is, we're not over here pouting about huge ass contract for wasting our time.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays on the healthy side of things.
Agreed.
Where it's like, okay, I see how this works out.
I really hope they have a very, very, very special helmet for him.
Right. I told him he needs one of them little Minecraft helmets, the big blockheads. That's what he needs.
And a bubble.
And a bubble. Yeah.
And a bubble. Yes.
And then he need to put foam on the ground. So he
Agreed.
So Lindsay, anybody else on the course? Obvious the ones that came back, but anybody else on this list on the inside that you're happy about as far as the signings?
I mean, again, I'm glad to see who is back. The kids, I'm glad to see everybody pretty much just like looking over at free agency. They're excited. So I don't want to say that there's somebody here specifically who I am happy for. I'm happy to see the response that they are giving. Like they wanted to come here. They wanted to be here. Like this was an obvious choice for them. Like hearing them in the press conferences and stuff like that. Like they're literally like excited and ready to work. So that gives me a sense of, okay, again, show and prove. Because I feel like a lot of these players are at a show and prove state as well. Because some of them are coming off injuries. Some of them are building their confidence back up. And I get, they look at the Falcons like this is just a place where I'm going to rebuild myself. Still got to prove it here. So I'm just excited to see all of them to get on this field.
Okay. All right. And then your question on the opposite side, the outs. Is there anybody that your feelings are hurt about that left?
My feelings are so hurt that Kirk left. So hurt that he's gone. No, I am ecstatic.
I knew that was sarcasm. I was like,
I had to be sarcastic.
Because I watch her post and stuff. No, man.
So sad that we could not keep Kirk. Oh my God. So glad. One, I really wish we could have kept Algier. I really he was a good addition to the team. Tony, I really wish we could have kept. Kadero, I really wish we could have kept.
D.
Caden.
Caden Ellis,
Caden Ellis, definitely. Yeah.
But other than
the fact that he went to the Saints, though, it's like bye.
Yeah. I love the post that the Falcons put up when they released him. That was like, we're gonna root for you except 2 times a year.
Yes.
So I'm just it is what it is. It's a business. It's a business. So again, it is what it is. But just still so hurt about Kirk. So hurt.
We're gonna cry. We gonna cry together. Other than that, you pretty much said the most for what we all kind of agreed on at previous shows. Just Algier was like wow, but it was one of those. I knew somebody was going to be out of here. It was like Cal Pitts, Algier. We got to pay Drake London. Ellis. I thought we was going to keep all this good stuff. So. But it is a business, like you said. I'm loyal to the logo itself. and not the player. Now I
Yes.
might have favorite players, but I try and I don't even get jersey numbers and all that because, well, players that I feel like is not going to be with the team long, so
I learned
I
my
just
lesson
get
off of that one.
right.
Mhm.
So I'll get a Done, I'll get a London, I'll get some of those. I know better,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
I'll wait.
Because even if they leave, it still marks a point in time when the Falcons and this player was it. So I ain't
Mhm.
but never did I have a Kirk Cousins jersey.
Mm-mm.
You didn't have a Kirk jersey? You didn't have the Kirko chains or nothing?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't want Kirk in the first place.
How about do-rags? Did you wear do-rags?
Girl, this will not fit up.
You be having ours on, honey. We sure did.
We did a show with the do-rag.
Yeah, we did a show with do-rags. Stop that. Who's stopping what? Yeah, let me get into these comments. All right. So let's go to, I see a lot of comments in here. What's up, y'all? Share this out. I
Yes.
see here it says, we sign players who have something. And this is Obi.
Mhm.
Obi, okay. We sign players. We have something to prove. Hope it shows on the field. And Scotty
Definitely.
said, Michael Penix could be in trouble. Tua did come to Atlanta for a backup job. He didn't come to Atlanta.
He
for a
did.
backup
He
job.
didn't come for the backup job.
Yeah, he didn't. He want to start. So
Mhm.
it's a competition. That's what he was told. So I'm seeing growth
Yes.
in the trenches. I love that, Francis.
I love
Definitely.
this. Yes.
Scotty with the red and black compulsory picks.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
Laugh out loud. They ain't Falcons fan. They don't watch these podcasts. Are we gonna talk about Wilkerson? Oh yeah, that's coming up. We're gonna get into that in a moment. You get what you pay for. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
One thing I can say, he's making wiggle room around the cap, so we can sign our draftees and all that great stuff, pay the players that we need to play, and some players are restructuring their contracts, so they're on board. I like players that wants to win, and it's like, that's okay. Take a couple of hundred off of my paycheck. I'm good over here. Just make sure the right people are paid and in place, so I ain't got to work as hard. So, Scotty, it says, I like the signing of Christian Harris and Channing Tindall. Both are speedy, and that's what we need. Speedy linebackers.
Yes.
And man, we got Tua for a glass of water and a slice of bread and butter.
That's what I'm talking about.
You are absolutely correct.
Right.
Hey, lovely ladies. That's okay.
Hey, Jerome. You good?
We kind of just talked about Tua and the draftees. I mean, not the draftees, the free agency a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. She's on the same board as we are as far as some of the players that we were shocked to see leave. My favorite move was getting rid of Darnell Mooney.
That's my favorite. I thought Kirk would have been the favorite. Dang. Everybody said Kirk was the favorite because
but it was a lot of fans complaining about Mooney as well. Michael Penix could be in trouble too, not coming for I don't know why it went all the way back there.
Yeah.
Unless you posted it twice. You're trying to catch me, Scotty. It would be good if these turned out good, like diving. We have to understand when a player turns 30, everything is down here from there. Okay, and we're gonna come back to some more of these comments, but let's go ahead and get into the next part of the topic. So now we got into the free agency and everything. Really much you can't say right now because we're not seeing on the field yet, but so far we are happy with what's happening. He's cooking. Like we used to say, Terry is cooking. He's definitely cooking. And one other thing. They just said they're going to have 30 personnel at the Georgia Pro Day.
Ooh.
30 personnel. It was somewhere. Hold on, let me see. It was in what was the chat that was? Here we go. Yeah, here it says it. Yeah, expect over 30 members from Atlanta Falcons organization on Wednesday in Afton
Wow.
for UGA's Pro Day. Matt Ryan, Kevin, and Ian are expected as well. Big statement from this new staff. That's from Rusty Manziel.
Wow.
So you remember how we got homebred.
Yeah.
Like the Eagles took all our defense. So why are the Falcons? They're in your backyard, literally the Home Depot backyard.
Yeah.
Thing that I think that Matt is gunning more for is that he wants to get more that are people that are literally right here. Like that's the one thing that has been like a consensus is that he wants people that are from here. He shouldn't be letting anybody go outside.
Away, outside, yeah.
First stop should at least be here. At least first stop.
Yeah. Yeah, he was at the Georgia Tech Pro Day.
Yeah, he was. He was just at the Georgia Tech Pro Day. Is it Miss Pam? Is anybody that you're eyeing from Georgia Tech that you feel that the Falcons could pick up?
The offensive line, Rutledge. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a offensive player. And they were looking at the wide receiver Rivers. He's good too. And of course I have a dark heart, my quarterback Haynes Kings. So that's a long dark horse.
Well, we do have to grab a third because I don't think Stick is part of the team anymore.
I don't think so.
Whoever the third quarterback is, I don't think we have a third.
Yeah.
So we probably will pick up someone in the draft late round.
Late round, or they may be undrafted. They might find somebody in the undrafted. You know, like they did last year. The 8th rounds always come up with some diamonds in the rough. That's how they found Kobe Bryant and all these other players. You know, so you never know.
Okay. So speaking of draft picks, with the Falcons having a select few of draft picks, do you think the team will trade for additional picks?
That's kind of hard to tell. Only just because we got new people in the office, so we don't know what they're gonna do. I would love to see them trade for some picks, but I don't know. Because what picks do we have this year at all?
We have 5.
5. Got a second, got a third, a fourth. We lost the 5th round because we traded that away. And I believe a 6th. I think we got, which is not too many. But I think I'm a firm believer. I think he will trade back and get some more picks.
I hope. Well, let's hope so. I mean, just with the way that they're moving, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't see them trading to just get like all the way to the top. Like
right.
No. If anything, they're gonna trade back.
Yeah.
You know, add to the picks.
But my only thing is, hopefully we just get some good players. That's all.
That's it. That's it.
And as long as you get drafted, you know, that's the one thing that a lot of people don't. They see that too. Is like as long as you go, it don't matter what round you go in. If you get drafted, you got drafted. Doesn't matter where round.
Exactly.
Right. You get diamonds in the rough sometime in the later round that works out. And a lot of time is politics anyway. And you know, so sometimes like we be questioning, like, hold on, this person got all the way down to this round.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it can go either way sometimes. So that's one thing about the draft. It can really, because you know, maybe in the first few rounds they was anticipating quarterbacks. You know, it's just always depends on what the other teams are doing and everything else that makes the difference. That's why mock drafts go differently each and every time because it depends on you know what the other teams are selecting, who's on the board, things like that. So, but I wanted to get into this one right here. So I just asked, what are the biggest needs still for the Falcons doing free agency and everything else? Of course, the defensive line, pass rush, the interior. That's definitely a you know, still a major thing. So defensive tackles and things like that, as well as linebacker depth. definitely got to get, keep going. We got to pick up a couple of them, So we just need more sideline to sideline speed and coverage availability. Of course, we did lose some key contributors in the free agency, but we are picking back up some that
Yeah.
are least expensive and things like that. So it might not be the
Yes.
flashy picks, but it makes sense,
Yes.
So people want to go off of the name brand and all that. Like, no, just get some solid players at the position they're playing.
Yeah.
Like I
And
said,
they're depth pieces that matters to the team,
Mhm,
in case somebody get hurt,
Yeah.
So defensively, our run defense has just been inconsistent. So we just really have to improve on that. So a lot of, the Falcons, they want versatile players. So I think these linebackers will probably, coverage and blitz, availability, and in depth for injuries and things like that. That's one thing we have to improve on, that depth,
Yes.
when other players go down. Then, of course, we still need wide receivers. Can never have too many wide receivers.
You're right.
So, Darnell Mooney was released, of course, and depth was already thin at that position.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say about that one.
Yeah.
So we need a 2 and a 3 with speed, reliable hands for short, immediate routes, and things like that. And of course, the quarterback insurance. We just got rid. We're moving on from Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
And Michael Penix is coming off an injury. So we brought in Tua, and then we probably gonna need a third to just kind of keep that security there. So we'll have some depth and everything and practice people in the background, but that's obvious. And then of course secondary, cornerback depth.
Cornerback depth. Yep.
Yeah, we need that. So we need a CB2. AJ is a star, but depth and consistency is still a concern there. So hopefully the Falcons do target at least a cornerback, helping the free agency. We did, I think we signed someone. So we're doing all right, people. We just have to see it overall. And then, of course, overall, the low-key major issue is Falcons aren't going big splash. They're building smart depth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, I've seen some people crash out. Oh, my God, what are we doing? It's like, can y'all just focus?
Just relax, y'all. It's okay.
Let them work.
Yeah.
We've entrusted them. As long as you've been a fan, you have entrusted them for this long.
Yeah.
Another year won't hurt. It's okay.
Exactly.
Another year won't hurt. A lot of people got to realize, like, granted, we've been rebuilding since that ugly day back in 2017. However, we still got to trust the process. And that's the biggest part of it, is like, again, we're rebuilding again. And we're going to keep rebuilding until we get it right.
Exactly.
We just ain't got it right yet. It might take a while. It takes changing hands, changing the front office, just like we had to do. Get Rich out.
Right.
Get rid of Terry, get rid of Raheem, make some things shake, and now we got to start over. So we got to trust who they put in place. And I think Matt, coming from being on the player side now to being on the admin side, being on the business side, Matt knows what he's looking for. Matt knows what he needs. Matt can see just from a player perspective, like, this is what we are going to need and what we are going to require to be great. So let's let his first year, then we can critique when we get there.
Exactly.
We can critique after year one, and then we can be like, all right, what's going on?
Right. So I'm getting to these comments a little bit. Southside Ricky, and I don't know what you're talking about. Francis, some girl by and stop. Tell me what you're talking about. I've been plotting on Kirk demise. I wish we. Oh, you probably talking about what you were saying. You weren't sad about Kirk Cousins, probably.
Oh yeah, that's
what I was about. I just thought about it. You're really sad. Okay, I've been plotting on Kirk's demise. I wish we could kept Caden at first, but now it's off with his head 2 times.
Ooh,
right. He's the enemy now. I don't care.
He's the enemy now.
And then we got Scotty said Kirk Cousins will worst free agency signing in Falcons history. Period.
Exactly.
I like
I
keeping LaPole
can
London.
name some others.
Right.
Shout out to his agent because he robbed.
Like
Yeah,
he's probably gonna be laid perfectly somewhere else right about now because somebody's gonna be
exactly.
desperate for a quarterback soon.
Exactly.
So she had a custom hoodie. I seen it. Who had a custom hoodie? For
Oh, look
who we
at
talking about?
that.
Kirk Cousins. She has
Nice, nice.
she has a Kirk plush rug.
No, I don't. No,
Southside said also, he said, ain't nothing worse than having a Jalen Collins. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, honey.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
Southside also said, it's Kirk was already dead to me when he ratted us out before the season started. He was a
Oh,
white
wow.
boy Rick. Absolutely. And while we talking about this, please share this out some more. We need a little bit more eyes on this show.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. We will surely appreciate you. That helps our algorithm to get pushed out into the world and the atmosphere so people can find us. And if you're not a fan of the Falcons, but you just like us, hey, well, Charles, yeah. Enya said, I love that they're looking at the local guys. Me too.
Me too.
What took them so long?
The front office.
Yeah.
It start with 4 letters.
Right.
RICH. Rich was the problem.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna say, but Rich was the problem. Rich was the problem for a long
time.
Ian is learning from what the Eagles been doing this whole time. Ooh, take a book from somebody else that made it work, man.
He comes from two organizations, Baltimore and the Philly. So he's learning from both.
So yes, you getting it from both perspectives of other teams. So it's like, you see what went well, what didn't. And if you don't know nothing, go get defense from the Georgia Bulldogs. How about that? If we still had Terry, we would have ended having 3 picks instead of 5. Oh,
wow.
And he would have re-signed some players that shouldn't be re-signed.
Yep. Agree.
So, because he's too loyal. I think he'll trade too. Okay. They're talking about those trade picks. Trade back for sure.
Sure.
All right. Keep this positive momentum going from this offseason.
That's great. Yes.
Xavier Watts and Billy. Yes,
that was a steal. Yes.
Year.
Yes, it was.
Hey, Maggie, what's the topic? Right now, we're just talking about draft picks and everything else, and just pretty much free agency and how we're feeling about the GM and everything and all the moves right now. Kind of just a refresh of what we all been talking about. It's really not a lot we can talk about other than what's happening right now. So y'all probably get tired of being repeated in these conversations, but I like to hear other people's opinions about how we feel. Y'all heard us before. Rumors is that AJ brother might be a target, and I heard that too, but I don't think
I heard that too.
Here in a second. Yeah. AJ needs a running mate. Absolutely. I like when teams draft their cornerbacks together, like we need with Trufant and Albert, or how Philly did with Sheldon Brown and Lito Shepherd.
Yeah, true. I agree.
They already have the chemistry, so they don't even have to really do anything. Just bring them
exactly.
Right. So, and I did not put this in here, so I'm just going to speak it out loud. Elijah Wilkinson. Did you see that, Lindsay?
After the fact, yeah. It is childish. Grow up.
Childish. Like, what is your problem?
Why was that necessary at all? Why was it necessary? You don't even want it. We don't even need to talk about it because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
My thing is, let me go right here. So I'll just kind of give a breakdown in case some people, not really on social media like that. But of course, offensive tackle Elijah Wilkinson, he just signed a free agency deal with Arizona Cardinals last week. Following the news, the Falcons got into a social media battle with Atlanta fans, blasting his former team and teammates. In since deleted comments, the 31-year-old responded to fan criticism with harsh words about his time in Atlanta. One of them was, "Good luck with that clown show over there," according to Myles Garrett. Wilkerson spent 3 of the past 4 years with the Falcons with a 1-year stopover in Arizona in 2023. He started 17 games after Khalid suffered a preseason knee injury. We hope he's healthy now. He'll come back. And of course, the veteran didn't appreciate fan comments after he returned to the Cardinals in free agency. Y'all in hell right now, according to him. Have fun being ASS next year.
Oh my God.
Jerome, your comments. 6'5", 329 pounds of false start and lameness.
Right, Jerome, I'm gonna put that up there. Like, seriously? Like,
seriously.
My thing is, and then he was going back and forth with these fans, right?
Yes.
Don't the NFL players have some type of stipulation where they really have to hold themselves?
Another female sports girl here,
right? Miss Lauren.
And I'm like, really?
Shout
and
out
I'm
to her.
on the attack. Why? What was the purpose? You're not even here anymore. Why are you speaking on us if you don't? Okay, that's fine that you don't care. Then don't care over there. Go on over there. Nobody has time for that. If you were unhappy, you are unhappily gone.
My thing is, why are you so upset? If this is a clown show, why are you so bitter then? You should be happy and jumping for joy and like, I got up out of there. But you all mad because somebody called your game out.
Right.
Exactly.
Because you sorry, and that's it.
I'm just saying. You know, what's up, Lady Bird, Miss Stina B? She has a birthday coming up, y'all, tomorrow. So I will be popping my tail there tomorrow night. It's from 7 to 9 at, say where it's at, because I can't pronounce it. Scott View or something. Put it where it's at and what time, and follow her page. It's Stina B wherever, all platforms. She is a stand-up comedian as well. But check her out. Come sing some karaoke. It's $5 in advance and $10 at the door. So it's going to be real fun. Okay. And then, of course, on the 21st, she's also celebrating her birthday on the weekend as well, in case people can't join in the middle of the week. So what's up, Lady Bird? Jerome, you're absolutely 100 correct. He went from sugar to sheet going to the Cardinals.
Completely.
And someone said, someone gets his damn phone, please. Why am I tapping the screen? Why are you tapping the screen?
This is not TikTok. This is YouTube.
Oh, you know what? Oh, maybe that's somebody that
probably wouldn't TikTok.
Maybe our TikTok followers like dap. I appreciate you though. Please hit that like button though. Hit that like button if you're over here for the first time. We appreciate you.
Definitely.
We love it. Rich was definitely the problem. Oh yeah, when he I'm glad someone brought that up because we talked about it before. He was a nuisance. So how do you feel about him now? If you don't recall, they had said that he was already removed previous. Oh, he's doing something else with the team, but not directly involved and all this. But that was a lie. But now off the blank hat, because of controversy and things like that, he had to reiterate and then also actually completely remove him all the way out because this man was still in the press box and dapping it up with everybody. And it's like, wait a minute, why is he here? He even said it. He was like, yeah, whenever they call me to be in the room, like,
why?
Why is he to be in the room? So
now
something else. That radio channel, I think it was 98 95.5 the game.
68.
Oh, it was 680. Okay, 680 the fan.
Fan. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was them. They kind of put him in the corner with that interview. It was like, yeah, we talking about off the blank, but no, let's talk about you and what you doing.
Yeah, they did the Spanish Inquisition on him. It all came out.
Right.
Because with Rich in the front, there was nobody could maneuver anything, regardless of what was going on. Rich had the keys. So if Rich didn't sign off on it, nothing was happening. So now that Rich is gone, we can make it happen.
Yeah, I'm glad he's up out of there. It's one of those when you have your favorite buddy, you know they're no good for you, but it's like, no, but he's my road dog, my loyal, and you make excuses for him. And I think Off the Blank was sick of everybody calling him out. They was like, get rid of the owner. Like, that's not gonna happen. But
we can't get rid of the man who funded the whole program. Absolutely not.
Or funding the whole entire state of Georgia.
Yes.
Exactly.
We got hospitals everywhere. We got all kinds of new leagues and things and flag football for the ladies and all kinds of little cute stuff.
We can't get rid of the man.
He also was donated to the HBCUs and that man is doing everything. Actually, the Off the Blank Hospital saved my niece's life. She had cancer and she went through her chemo and her treatments there. Well, not chemo, it was radiation. But she's perfectly fine. Dante Fowler is on the list worst free agent signing. Sorry, I'm driving home. I almost crashed from laughing. Now I ain't got no insurance for you. You better be careful. Okay. Rich was definitely the problem. Remember Ed Hartwick?
Oh Lord, they're bringing up all these bad free agents.
Right.
And see, but you got
it was Steven Jackson for me.
Because who was in the front office when Ed was there?
Ooh, honey.
How about was it McKinley? Was that the one that was like, I'm gonna be hard for my grandmother? Who was that?
Oh yeah, that was Tat McKinley.
But yeah, I was like, now that was a worse signing because it's like all that talk and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just running your mouth in the draft, like I'm gonna hold my grandma picture, and this, like, dude, show it on the field. All that hoop hobbling and doing all that stuff.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see the new uniforms. Absolutely.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do y'all think is gonna be the new uniform? What do you think a color scheme like? What do y'all think is gonna be the new uniform?
I think we're going to stick to the red helmets, old school logo. Yeah. I think that's one of them. I mean,
I think
as long as they bring back that old logo, I'm happy.
I think we're going red helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The new logo.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
The newer logo. Still red helmet. Because match this one. So red helmet. I think we should do that. I personally think we should do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna go back with the red jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
I like the red jersey era because I think it would ignite them a little bit better. We've been cool and collected. If we're gonna do New Jersey, do new everything. Start over. Go back to what worked because this one, the red. Chef's kiss, like was.
Yes.
So I guess once they'll reveal, because I already talked, Pam, she already said who she would probably pick up. Me, I'm probably Bijan or somebody like that. But who would be your jersey pick if you were to, when the new ones come out? Or would you do a custom made one?
I do need to get me a custom one, yes. Because I got Bijan and I got Penix already.
I got Bijan. Yep.
Oh, I feel like I would get Kyle.
Oh,
because he's one. I like Kyle. I would get his jersey. Just because he's, he dope. Between him or Drake.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I said I was gonna get, Drake.
Yeah. Between those two, yes, but custom all the way. I do want to get a universal jersey just for me because just like you say, sometimes you don't want to get a jersey and then you feel like they might not stay, but I think a custom one would be that'd probably be
cool.
that'd
Yeah. Yes.
I like that. I like that. So yeah, definitely the obvious players I would target, but definitely now you make your own merchandise. I want to kind of plug you in there because she made this dope as sweatshirt that I really like. I forgot what color it was. I forgot what color.
What sweatshirt was it? Do you remember?
I have to go back and look at your profile. What color sweatshirts do you have? It was something that
this one. I made this one. So this is what, of course. So I put them on the sleeves.
I think it was that one. I think it was that one. You had another one named?
Huh?
Did you have another one? Or that's the only one? Sweatshirt.
I do them on demand. So when people ask me for them or whatever they want, I make them.
Okay. Yeah, she's I was like, I like that.
So I have a Hawks one that I made right around Thanksgiving. I've done another one of these for somebody else.
Okay.
I just did a Seahawks one. I did a Patriots one, but yuck. I hate it. The ones whatever you tell me, whatever you want, then I can make it. I can figure it out. But yeah, this was the one that I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to be in my sweatshirt bag. And now I said Brave seat green. I'm not gonna have a Brave sweatshirt because it's hot. But I probably will still make one. And then the Dream, of course, is coming too. So yes.
Oh, I love the Atlanta Dream.
I do too. I can't wait.
We got to catch some games together too. Whenever. I don't know how often you get to go to the games, but I would love to meet you in person.
Yes, no doubt. We even got to go to a game to do that. We are.
I mean, well, of course. I'm down for a couple of drinks, but actually, the Lady Birds we are talking about because I know people were asking about the red and black event.
Yeah,
think about doing something a little different this year. It can still be Atlanta Falcons Nation Red and Black event presents, but we want to do a Lady Birds of AFN karaoke portion of at least our event. Because and Miss Pam gonna get back up there and sing, okay? But we want to open it up to other fans that want to, sing some karaoke with us and get drunk and sing about our Falcons and stuff like that. And of course, still have the Red and Black event. But that'd be something you can come and attend with us and everything else.
Yes,
we have a blast every year. It's always around training camp time when we do that. So it's kind of like a pep rally into the season and everything else.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
He claimed he saved the Falcons. Y'all still on that Wilkerson? Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said he's one of them dudes that that invited lady out, but complained about the bill at the end of the day. He is square as a pool table.
Oh my God.
So look, Maggie, just like you said, he started 17 games, and he was here for how long? 17.
Yeah.
17 is more than that in a season.
And then he put my quarterback at risk in that game.
Right.
That's how Penix got hurt.
That's why exactly. He the reason he don't crush his skin.
And let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all hear that noise in the background or anything? Okay, good. Okay. I have this defaulted dry washer that makes a hell of a lot of noise. I could get somebody to make it. And somebody decide to run it at the same time I'm doing my show. So
okay.
You can hear it good. Okay, ladies, y'all are usually on Tuesday. Yeah, we're usually on Tuesdays at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As much as we can help it. I'm surprised we're still consistent in the off season. That's why I kind of take advantage and invite guests on. So y'all can hear them talking, not me. Even though I still run my mouth here. So, Francis, if you ever want to jump on the show, you are more. And anybody, if you want to jump on the show, email me at maggietproductions@gmail.com or all social media platforms, Maggie T Productions. You can find me. Aries, don't worry. He's going to cost the cards a lot of first.
He'll cost more than that.
Oh, bye to Rich McKay. Oh, okay. I was wondering what your time out. What you time out, girl, back. What's up, sports talk? What's going on? Whatever. Play quarterback for the Cardinals this year gonna be checking their life insurance mid-play.
That part. That part.
It said Miss Pam made laugh out loud at work with that Spanish teacher when we chuckle before answering the question. 69 the fan asked him. I knew Rich McKay was full of shit. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Right. Oh, you just naming names. Ray Edwards.
Oh Lord.
That's terrible.
James Carter.
Going through it.
Man.
Oh, James. Yep. Tack was drafted. That was made it. Yeah. That was one of those like all talk but no game.
Yep.
Ron Tack McKinley was first goofball to curse on draft day. He knew he was going to be a buster.
Buster Douglas.
I love it.
Dang, I forgot about Tag. Like, man, Tag was definitely the goofball of
Yes.
What's another one? What's another? I can't think of the name right now. It's quite a few players I can think of. Back in the day, shoot, Pierce. I'll figure it out in a minute. I can't think of his name right now. Sports Talk. They need to go back to all black uniforms. Okay, so some people are saying that all black is what they're looking
like
for.
all black. It's real sleek. That should be the alternate jersey.
Yeah,
I'll take that one. That could be the alternate one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Lady, is there anything that you want to ask us? I'm going to ask you that. Is there anything that you feel that you want? Because of course she is also a podcaster. So on TikTok, like I said. So
on TikTok.
Is there anything that we haven't discussed that you would like to bring up?
We already know the thorn in the side of the Atlanta Falcons right now, who has been very, very silent. They've been very, very quiet. What? Because you sent this to me. What do y'all think they're going to do with Pierce?
I'm glad you said that. I knew there was one more. I didn't copy and paste it into my little notes.
Yeah,
but I'm glad you brought that up then.
That's
Great.
been the boogaboo of everything.
Right. So my thoughts on what they're going to do with Pierce. They just dropped that one of those major charges for him. Of course, he still has some. But of course, when he originally got arrested and then they gave him his bond, I thought it was going to be a significant amount, but it ended up being like, no, it's all right. I was like, well, maybe off the blank went in there and like, look, what do we need? What do I need to do? What lawyers and all that I need to, bring about or, whatever. Yeah. But and then it's a Florida, so there's different laws in different states and things like that. So I feel that Pierce will remain playing for the NFL, but I feel that it's going to be a suspension, maybe not a full season, but a little slap on the wrist. Okay, don't do it no more. And also, I feel like there's two sides always, three sides to a story. So it's like we don't know what she did in this because it's all gonna come out. So she's gonna have to testify, he's gonna have to testify, and then the jury and all that kind of stuff. If it goes to trial now, it also have to get there first. But I feel like there will be a suspension, but not long. But whether he's gonna be on the team, the fact that the Falcons really haven't done anything yet.
Been crickets, and I am concerned because granted they say when you don't say nothing it might not be nothing. So just the dynamic, yes, this took place in the off season. I think that if it was during the season there probably would have been a different kickback behind it because the light would be on him. Because it's in the off season on your personal time, I don't think they're going to get rid of him. Like I said, I think they're going to suspend him with no pay. But I don't know how long. I don't feel like it's going to be a long suspension.
Right.
But also it's going to make the organization be looked at under a microscope just because a lot of the NFL people don't really take too well to domestic type situations.
Yeah.
So I'm really wondering what's going to happen. As much as I loved him through the season,
Yeah.
somebody got to be with him 24/7, 365, and 366 on a leap year to make sure that he can stay on his P's and Q's.
Yes.
Because there's no way that you should be acting out the way that you do. And of course, also the rumors is that he's been like this. Like this isn't normal behavior.
Yeah.
Yes, they say this is normal behavior for him. So something needs to be done. Therapy.
Definitely therapy. Definitely
that. Because that comes as a kickback. You got to report it.
And then he's got to have a mentor too. He's gonna have to have somebody, a veteran, a former player who needs to get in his ear.
And I like that that check-in you were saying also. I feel like we need to treat him like he's on probation and getting drug tests. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to check in mentally and keep me posted on what you're doing. What constructive things are you doing? How are you, bettering yourself? And you got to check in with me every month.
Yeah.
I need to know what the hell you got going on. Keep your penis in your pants and focus on this team. All right now, okay?
I felt Terry and Raheem dropped the ball on that part, because they knew what was, I felt they knew what he was like and all that, and then put guardrails in place, to prevent him from, doing what he doing, So I think they actually knew about a lot of stuff that came out, especially that New Orleans incident. I mean, I find it hard to believe you as, head coach or a GM don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. I agree.
And Jerome, before I cut you off. Jerome said connect him with you, Lindsay, so he can get some merchandise. And he does support. He's a big supporter. So actually, I will get with you because I do. I mean, I had a custom make person, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get my red and black something done for the event, and I'm gonna ask if you don't mind producing that for me.
No problem.
All right. So we can get you some sales, and then of course at the end you can tell everybody how to reach you, and make some purchasing. I'll make sure you let her know that you came from the Ladybirds and AFN.
Yes.
South, you're absolutely correct. Okay, let's see what else we got over here. So I guess we are all in agreement that I don't want him gone.
That's a first round pick. That's your biggest investment.
That's your bread and butter.
Who had 10 sacks. And if you release him, other 31 teams going to grab him. I mean, come on.
Somebody else
reasonable about that.
They're
going to scoop him up. Right. And then going to probably do what we should have done,
I think the Falcons are going to have to implement like a buddy system. Like it's need to be a veteran and a rookie, or a veteran, somebody like.
That's what's going to happen.
They for this going forward, you need to have somebody that you need to be checking in with.
Yeah.
Keep doing stuff like that. Like you need to be in the you need to be at Flowery Branch in the housing unit until football season.
I actually think that's where he went after he got out of jail.
Sure.
I think they had him on a house arrest after he got out.
I hope he
pretty much
at Flowery Branch, because that's where you need to be at. The only place you be at.
That man over there getting haircuts on the camera, doing this and stuff, glamorous. But of course, you're supposed to take care of yourself.
He in protected custody somewhere.
Out of the spotlight right now and get your life together.
Because like I said, I haven't heard or seen anything pop up about him at all.
Them lawyers doing their jobs. They I mean, and I think he was forthcoming with Arthur Blank, because if he wasn't forthcoming with Arthur Blank, I think a lot of this stuff wouldn't he wouldn't have had a lot of this stuff, the lawyers and all that, so, but it's strange, I tell you. It's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen.
I agree. What do
It's gonna be.
y'all feel like? What do you feel is going to get y'all excited about the season for this upcoming season? What is it going to take for you to get excited about this upcoming season?
For me, our biggest thing was building the trenches. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
having a lot of depth that we can, where it's somebody go down and we over there weak as hell on, or also I hope they with them bringing in two left-handed quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
they will make sure that blind side is protected and everything else, and they bring in pieces
Mm-hmm.
that will, kind of go offside Drake London and AJ and things like that. And of course, I want to see quarterback consistency when it comes to our receivers. If we got Tua right now for a few games or whatever, we're seeing, definitely want to see a run game and everything else. What would make me happy is we just get in the red zone and damn score, as well as it's not rely on the kicker for getting us over the hump to win. It's like we need to be putting points on the board, as well as I don't think I need to see a decline in defense.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
If I can see that we're building better momentum on defensively, because defense wins championships. So if we building on that, and man, they sacking, they actually increased the sacks they got last year to this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, everybody's on board. Time management is taken care of, and things like that. Situational football, where it's like, okay, let's make an adjustment, and at the same time, Michael Penix stays healthy. Where if that's the guy that you're trying to franchise, eventually he gets an opportunity to kind of condition himself in and not rush him. Where we had Tua go down, and then all of a sudden we back to the carousel of quarterback situations. So that's what make me happy, and as well as seeing a winning season and making the playoffs for me. So
when the NFC South division, that would guarantee the playoff spot for me. You win that division, you're in the playoff regardless. But for me, I want to see heavy competition at the training camp. I want to see people battling for position. I want the best man to win for those positions. And I want, as a season ticket holder, to put the best product on that field to make my season ticket worth its money and price. That's what I want.
I feel you. I agree wholeheartedly. For me, trying to think what would really my skepticism is, I think everybody wants Stefanski to do what Quinn did.
Oh,
no.
Hear me out. The only way that people are going to buy into the Falcons this year is that they come in and immediately win.
Yeah.
I think that's literally what we've been accustomed to. And ever since then, and again, we're rebuilding from that treacherous day, is that we have been wanting somebody to come in, we win, and then the players and everybody in the city is going to believe in the team.
Yes.
I want everybody to kind of come out of that mindset. But do we want them to win? Yes, of course. But we need solid, consistency is what we looking for. Like, I don't want, like you say, Maggie, I don't want us to keep consistently getting in the red zone and we're not scoring. That's the one. Let's start working on baby steps. Let's get in this red zone and let's win. Let's get to a point that we are actually making that we're not relying on our kicker to
right.
I would love for them to not overextend Bijan.
Exactly.
Don't wear him thin, man.
Don't wear him down.
Like after last season, he was more very, very down. So I really hope that they utilize the people, because at one point I was like, who is all these other people? Like when Kurt came in, I was like, who was Warner? Who is this? Why haven't we been using
these players?
Using players, yes.
Point that yes, we can rely on every single player and everybody, as they say, as a well-oiled machine. Everybody should know what everybody do. So if Bijan or any God forbid Bijan go down, if Drake go down, whatever the case may be, they can still step in at the same point, and we can still execute the same mission that we had from the beginning, is to win these games. So until then, skeptical.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see. The Missouri, you gotta show me. You gotta show me that you're gonna do this.
Yeah, whoever is in place, whoever is getting the ball, whoever is running, I need them to be consistent. Exactly. If I could see consistency, I would probably get my season tickets back. Until then, I'll catch you when I catch you. Right. That's the only thing. If we could see some consistency, going forward, I think that would ignite the city in a way to where we could be excited to we won't feel embarrassed to be like, I'm a Falcons. Granted, I ain't embarrassed because I tell you, we lost. I went to Carolina to that 30-0 game.
Oh
no,
God!
It was to go up there all the way from here.
That was embarrassing.
Like, oh, we're gonna whoop y'all behind, and then come out and we got our behind whooped, and still had to come back and go to the bar afterward. Oh, go ahead, take that off. No, I don't want to be embarrassed like that. No. We can't be embarrassed like that.
No.
Let me ask you this question. I'm gonna ask both of you and the fans. So, of course, we used to have all these gimmicky head coaches that just, catchphrase this, and we're gonna find a way, and we're a win now league, and we want this, and we win in the South, and all that kind of bullshit. So, realistically, with the staff that we have now, draft coming up, let's just say we don't have much of we do all right this season. Would you accept that as us? I call it like a soft rebuild, if you will, because they came in and got rid of all the coaches and things like that, got rid of some players and brought them in and things like that. They're retooling the contracts and giving us a little bit more cap space because we had cap hell with Mr. Kirk Cuzzo. Are you cool with, let's say we kind of have an average season, but do you feel like they're building towards our future, or are we a win now league still?
I'm still gonna go with we still rebuilding, just because we're starting over. We're really still starting over again. And it's all until we get a staff that's going to stay. Again, they have to win.
Yeah.
They have to win, and they have to be a consistent type of win, because let's just say we lose games that we shouldn't lose.
Should not be losing.
Prime example, Carolina. We should not have left with a donut. Period.
Right.
You get nothing across the board. Now, granted, I understand the environment because I was there, but you can't lose games like that. Those are games that we should win, especially in our division. It wasn't that bad. And so for us to literally tie for first at the end of last year showed you something. We could have won more games. We could have won way more games. You still have to be consistent. They got to win. They got to win. So if they start winning, and if they start believing that they're going to win, we could get somewhere.
Yeah.
Until then, we stuck with the same part.
And John, we're going to come back to your comment in a moment. Sort of your questions. That'll be our part of our QA in a moment, because I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Right now it's just kind of a, what can you do for me lately? Wait and see type of situation. We can all talk and over, but I got to see the product. But I agree with you. I feel it is a rebuild. If anything, I wouldn't be too upset. But as long as we're not tanking backwards, though.
Long as our record is better than the Saints, that's all I'd be worried about.
Yeah.
As long as it really be better than them, then we good. And usually would say it would be the Panthers as well, but Panthers been kind of the Panthers look good last season. So we might got some competition going on now finally in the South. So it's gonna be a good season. So I can't say that. Just like I said, how we ended last season, we tied for first place. That's crazy to tie in the same in the same cell. We all tied for.
And Carolina lost the game, and they got the division and went to the playoff. That was a hot mess. I was pissed.
But I already knew that. I was like, oh, they over there big time. And then it for one thing, you had to rely on the Falcons to get you up in there.
Yeah. That's it.
You're welcome.
That part.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I had to get off the camera like, you're welcome.
Yeah, that part. I was fuming after that game. I was fuming. I was really fuming.
It's gonna be another season of show and prove. Everybody got to show up, and everybody got to prove that they deserve to be a Falcon.
Exactly.
And I like that. I like that you said that, because one thing that they're all about competition.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's nobody's job.
Nobody's job is safe. You got to earn it.
Yep.
So, they said that Tua and Penix know it's a competition. Yep. You got to earn that spot. You ain't the starting quarterback. You got to prove it. You got to get there.
And just like you said, they're gonna play half and half because Penix not gonna come back until mid-season. So Tua literally got 8 games. He got 8 games to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
Penix gonna have another 8. I really wish we could get a full season out this man.
Mm-hmm.
However, again,
realistically,
it's not gonna happen. So if he proves himself this year to be the top number 1 QB, to be our QB1, and then we go in and take him again next year and see how he do between next year and the year after that, is going to define if he get that tag.
Yeah.
That's going to define if he get that tag.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Pam, anything you want to add to that? I'm going to get to Aries' comment in a moment.
I agree with Lindsay's comment. It's gonna be it's gonna be whoever wins that job, and the scenario is if both of them fail, then they got an option of getting a quarterback for the 2027. That's another option.
Oh, right, and because we got Mr. Cheap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, it's going to be a heavy quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, show and prove.
Yeah.
Okay. So this coming right here, Aries Falcon said, and of course, I'm just going to update you guys. We would have jumped off, but Tykel had to reschedule his show. He's a manager and on call. So he had to leave and go to work to handle some situations. So I was like, okay. So they give us a little time to finish up some more conversation. I'm happy. With the Panthers winning the division, they will have to play all the top teams next season. So
number 1 team.
Struggle. I said
we gotta play third place team, all the third place team. And Tampa gotta play all the second place team. So
okay, put up or shut up. Right. So we did have a question. And of course, if y'all want to throw a couple of questions in our QA portion, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this on up soon. But someone made a comment here. Let me get to it real quick. Where is it? Come on, baby. Here we go. My computer actually want to go slow right now. Here it goes. So I want to get back to John's comment here. He said, good evening, ladies. Question. If Kevin has a worse record this year than last year, as far as the Falcons record, or are you talking about his former team?
Former team.
Would he be one and done here?
No, he can another year to prove it. Like, just like Raheem. Raheem had another year to kind of prove it. So he would get that same.
A minimum of 2.
2.
At least 2.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get rid of him because they believe in him. Quiet as is kept. You can tell by the way that the players are receptive to him. Like, I knew Raheem was out the door when all the players started speaking out last year.
Mm-hmm.
We already knew then he was out the door.
Yeah.
Because if that was the case, they would have been talking about it all year long. They knew he was out the door at the end of the year. So like the way that the players now are kind of just like they ready to work, they're ready to play, they're ready to do this, he's not going nowhere. So even if his record is bad, they're still gonna give him another chance.
And I mean, and also you said something right there. It's just the fact that Penix was like, when they asked him the question, of course we can repeat this again, but who is your influence? You know, who motivates you to be a player for the Falcons? My fiance, my high school coach. Not your current players or coach on the team. So we don't have a mentoring situation. And then, of course, you know, you got Yates doing all kinds of damn jobs like he's a Mexican. No offense, y'all, but too many hats, too many roles. He was stretched thin. So we screwed up anyway on this young man.
Pretty much.
He got coaches.
Also, we and top that off too. We paid a crippled quarterback all that money.
Yeah.
Then turn around and get another crippled quarterback in the draft. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 surgeries. The injuries. So let's not repeat that. Hey. So, but good question, John. And of course, if y'all want to throw in a couple of questions in here, then we'll answer it and everything else. But I appreciate your question. But Miss Pam, anything about that? Kind of feeling the same.
Yeah, he hired more offensive coaches on that offensive side, more than the previous coaches would do. He put coaches in different areas, to help develop mainly the quarterback coach is a quarterback coach that's gonna teach Micah Penix and probably 2 or some things in that room. So you got coaches in every position for every personnel player to make that offense to be more successful. The defense had already had coaching staff on that side. That's why they were pretty good. And the special team had to revamp and they had to get somebody in here to upgrade. So it's an upgrade from what it was last year. A huge upgrade. So that's all I got to say.
We gonna see.
Okay. So with them, go see you. Just check in for a couple more comments, and then from there, we're probably just gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Let y'all have y'all's drink day or whatever. I'm staying in. It's too cold, so I got on green. So I can't get quenched. She got green in her. There you go. And Miss Pam got on green. So
green.
Look at Miss Maggie with the mic.
Yes.
Upgraded, people. I don't spit the little money on myself. I got my little microphone. I feel so fancy. I got me some new glasses and stuff. I feel fancy. I can see, and I look cute at it. So, and I look a little, professional here. So, thank you, though. Thank you. Hey, ladies, Falcons, what it do? What's going on, TJ?
TJ,
hey. Here's another question right here from Southside, and then we'll probably wrap this on up. How many draft picks do we spend on O-line this draft?
All of them.
Yes.
All of them. All of them. Because we need to protect our quarterback.
Yes.
Oh, that's definite.
Yes.
He needs to be on the upright the entire time.
Yes. Please.
Yep.
Right.
Please.
Keep him untouched.
Yeah.
That's been the biggest problem because
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk about that another day.
It has been a problem.
That is
That's how he got hurt last year by
Mhm,
not having that
mhm.
possession. You know, so it's
Oh,
been a
Right.
big issues.
yeah, we really need to I think we need to invest into the O line because we did spend a good majority last year building. We've been building defensively, so
Mm-hmm.
I think we're at a good point because even now free agency we picked up some good picks.
Yeah.
As we focus free agency on defense, we need to
Now we got the rest of the offense.
focus offense on in the draft. That'll definitely help, or at least 3 or 4 of them, and then we could probably pick up another one.
And you know something that we haven't, of course, we talked about it when it first happened. When Matt Ryan brought in all the coaching staff and things like that, if you look at the, just the history behind a lot of these coaches,
Mm-hmm.
we sleep on that. We talk about the players and everything else, but that coaching
Mm-hmm.
staff,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a history.
a lot of commendable, even our GM, lots of great additions,
yeah.
because coaching was an issue. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, of course, everybody, let's just disclaimer out there. Let's be realistic here now, okay? Because you got all these coaches. They got to come together and together on one accord and agree on what the play calling is going to be. Because of course, it's not going to be Stefanski. It's going to be the coordinator and etc. But he'll step in if he needs to do the play calling. But he still will orchestrate all of that. Hopefully, we don't have our OC in the press box, not on the field talking to our players. And we have a head coach is not looking up here like, let me figure it out.
Our head coach at halftime going to crash the broadcast.
Yes.
Going and hugging on people. Go be with your team.
You go hugging and kissing on people and dapping up the opposing team.
So, and the one thing that I can say, like, again, listening to the press conferences of the new players, a lot of the players have already worked with majority of the staff.
Right.
At least.
Yeah.
So they are excited. Like they were, I forgot who it was. They were talking about Ackerman. They call him Ack.
The special team coach.
Yes. And he said they literally will come in the room and he said, which one of y'all got a seatbelt? What are you talking about? That's the way that he had every day. Or somebody in a different chair had a seatbelt. So who got the seatbelt today?
That was Nate Ali. That was Nate Ali. That the players had said. Yeah.
I love that these players have already have relationships or have already played these people. Like they know what they're coming into. So they're not. It's not like they're really coming into a new staff. They're coming in people that they're familiar with. I think that's what everybody was. That's what everybody is looking for. Is that they got familiarity already. And I think that's important because a lot of the players that we had, they hadn't played with none of the, they haven't played for anybody that we had. So they didn't know anything. So I think this is going to be easier for them to get in line versus, just, all right, let me just let me just run this play and go do my job as the way some people
exactly.
I'm not here to do my job. I'm here to build and to help these Falcons win. And that's the consensus of everybody who has come across these signing tables. I'm here to win. And I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And Francis said also, are we here every Tuesday? For the most part. We are. We might slow down a little bit once the free agency wears down a bit and there's really not much going on until draft, which is in April, end of April. So we might take a couple of days off here and there, just not to wear ourselves thin. But of course, if you guys want to come on, be a guest, that helps us. for bringing, fresh faces and new content, because of course you can hear us talk about the same things all day and every day, but I like to bring in super fans like Lindsay with her perspective. And of course, I also like to promote business and things like that and others. So we're going to get to find out how to reach you in the end. But one thing right here, it says, then we're closing it out. It said, how close are we to winning division right now with the moves everyone made? It's I can't even predict it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Up in the air.
Because we don't know what the Panthers, we don't know what the Saints going to do. We don't know what, because some reason the Saints are figuring something out with whatever they don't have over there. Like,
yeah.
I think this division, our division is going to be amongst ourselves. This division is going to be tough this year. Yeah. I do believe that it's going to be tough because just like I said, we just finished last season.
Right.
So a 3-way tie for first is crazy. Which I don't think the last time, or even if any time we've done that within the last 10 years.
So we're losing record. We're losing record at that.
To have a 3-way tie, and of course for us to even be the determining factor of who gets the number 1 spot is crazy. So I think it's going to be tough, but I think it's going to be close again this year. Hopefully we come out on top.
Please. But, and get a playoff win in the stadium, please. Can we do that?
Please.
We haven't.
We haven't seen a playoff win since the Georgia Dome. So
yeah, that was the last playoff win.
Yeah, I say we're cursed.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about that today.
Somebody need to call somebody to pray over the stadium or something.
They gotta pray about a lot more. And then I think we also gotta look at the fact that this season is gonna be a little different too, because there's gonna be so many more people down in that area because of the causing that's coming. So they're gonna be trying to get people down there. They're trying to get as many people down there as they can. So they got to do something. They got to do something. Yeah, so
they got
if
to
they start winning, they're gonna start getting people down there, and that's gonna be for all of them. That's what I'm saying. If the Hawks do the same thing, they can get them going. Atlanta United, they can get the same thing going. You got 3 teams that almost 4 eventually, because the women's soccer league is gonna probably be down there too. So they got to get the winning. Something. Somebody got to
happen.
Some got to give down there.
Hawks.
Definitely the Hawks. Now, Hawks on that. They on that 10 win streak. So hopefully we can get something going. Because they look excited. I know, just like we talked about earlier. Everybody want to get rid of Quinn. They got something going down there. I don't know.
Well, this one of those.
Pump that brake.
Yeah, buddy. Okay.
So hopefully,
let's hope
the new acquisitions that we got.
Been off with your head for quite some time, Quinn.
Yeah. But I honestly, I'm very surprised at the people that they pulled. So for them to get Kuminga, for them to get Nikhil, I was like, who is these teams and who is the Hawks? Because listen, I used to tell people, I was like, I'm a Hawks fan, but I'm really like a Hawks supporter because I really want them to do good. But they also got a front office problem. That's their other reason why they're where they are. They have another front office problem that they need to handle because they're never going to win unless they like they doing now. They rebuild every 2 to 3 years, and I'm so glad, but so sad that they got rid of the baby bird. Trey needed to go. I'm so glad he gone, but that's the only way that they were going to get to where they are now because it's been
man Johnson.
They cooking over it. So I don't know what's going on downtown in Atlanta, but they doing something.
And you know what? And I think it was also just the fans when they were hitting them baskets and ones and all that, and everybody in the stadium and just reacting, and it's like they need that, y'all. So continue to go to these games, continue to support. Y'all showed up for Magic City night. We didn't care what they said. We would sell. They still had the wings. I
very
saw a couple of ladies with they cheeks out walking around. They, you know, we didn't care.
And
Okay.
Magic City apparently was packed after the game too, as well. So
I
the
thought
promo didn't stop them.
I had to go to work in the morning, but I would have thrown some dollars if it was in the middle of the week. You know, I would have. I mean, I might revisit at another date. You know, we could all go. If y'all, Miss Pam, you're gonna go with us to Magic City. You know, we're gonna go ahead, get us some lemon peppers, blue wings, and little shake there and here and there. You know, I'm excited about that. So, you know, maybe we can do the Ladybirds meets Magic City, you know, tour. So if y'all want to join us on the night, maybe for my birthday.
Oh, that's a thought.
I'm thinking I'm gonna be in town for my birthday this year. So maybe we can make it up June 4th.
Oh, okay. Look, my birthday is next Saturday, so I am.
Oh, look at you!
A couple of my TikTok people, we are linking up. We getting an Airbnb and we chilling. We doing.
Where you going? Where you going? Well, we'll talk after this. I ain't gonna ask all that. We'll talk after. So don't leave just yet. Okay.
Okay.
But what do y'all think about that? The Ladybirds toured Magic City for my birthday. Would y'all show up? We can go as a big crowd and go in there, make sure y'all have your wands and stuff like that.
And get some readings. Yes.
We can make it rain and stuff, you know, and of course you can add stuff to my chest too if y'all want to. As well. Right. Great episode as always. Y'all lasted to the end of my shift time. Good work. Ladies, this made my night. I'm glad.
I'm glad it did.
You know what I'm saying? So
we rang the please
and close this thing on out here. Thank y'all for just supporting, for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back to you. This is kind of our wrap-up session where we go with the last thoughts and everything else. So I'm gonna start with you, Lindsay, because this is the promotion part of our segment. Your last thoughts. It can be anything. It can be sports related or anything you know you want to say, and then also let everybody know where to find you. Also, any projects or anything that's upcoming for you, especially with your custom made apparel and things like that. Okay.
I definitely gonna hit up.
Last thoughts as well. I appreciate both of you ladies. Number one, for having me on. This was an enjoyable experience. I appreciate you. Y'all keep doing your thing. Like sometimes I can't watch it right then, but I definitely go back and rewatch it. So I appreciate y'all for standing up for the ladies of the Falcon Station, because there is a lot of us. There is a lot of us. Yes. And we need to get them over here a little bit more. But you know, I appreciate y'all and. For me, you can find me on all things social media. Really, is Lindsay Becky Shea. It's Linzy Becky Shea. Again, I do the custom t-shirts. I do pretty much for any team. I will gripe if it's a team I don't like, but I'm gonna still do it though. So, but you can. I do sports talks throughout the week on TikTok. That's mainly usually where I'm at. So again, Lindsay Becky Shea on TikTok. And again, that's it.
Come to YouTube. Hold on. I'm on mute. Hold on. I don't know why it's not muted.
Nope. You muted.
You mute.
Maggie, you muted.
You muted.
I don't know why this thing doing that to me.
Okay. We can hear you now.
It's so delayed right now. But would you ever come to YouTube?
Yeah, one day. You can find me on YouTube too. It's still Lindsay Becky Shea on there though. But one day I'm gonna come to YouTube. You've inspired me a little bit to probably cross over to the other side.
You might. You know, at least it's nothing like having multiple streams of income. Yeah. And YouTube, you will get paid for. So if you do whatever we're doing here, and of course, it's always open for you to be another Lady Bird. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Or you're welcome to join me every other. But I know during the season, she typically has her show before ours.
Yes.
So I know it's more difficult because it's be on the same day typically. But I can try to chime in before we start. to show some support and love there. And then of course,
Yeah.
you know,
Days. We were doing it just because I think I did it on Tuesdays just because
Right.
literally the way that we started was it was a group of us, and so we kind of have like a pool of we were counting who was win. I didn't win this year and I didn't like it. So we were pretty much after Monday night football, we would go ahead, run the picks, and then do the picks for the week. So yeah, so either Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, right now it was just Tuesday was the easier day for me because everyone was at home. But probably when the season starts back up, you know, for football, we'll probably hit that back. But again, we do sports talk pretty much every week, and we literally talk sports, and that's literally throughout because I love all sports. So like right now, I'm going through Unrivaled. I was going through basketball season because we were starting to count to the break. And life be life, and you know, charge to not the game. And yeah, so we just continue to talk on a regular basis. We love it. Like that's just talk sports, and that's how we all kind of link together. Is that we all love sports. So I got Ravens fans, I got Broncos fans, Saints fans, unfortunately.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
we all sit there and it's a community that we all come together. We all probably pop in at different times. Yeah. And we also, like I said, we gripe, we talk about whatever it is, and that's it. And that's throughout the season. We all have our teams. Like Braves, the season literally starts next week. United, I think, probably has a game next week. The Hawks have a game on my birthday next week.
This week.
It's so much stuff
going on.
It's so much stuff going on. So we never are out. We're never out of the loop of talking sports. So we appreciate talking. Doesn't even matter. Usually if we do, it's probably about 7:00. But right now it's kind of just been a free for all when everybody is kind of
it's available. Right.
Either way, at some point we talking this sports. So if you are on TikTok, you can come over there and find me at Lindsay Becky Shade. We talk sports.
Okay. And with that, I do want to invite you back after the draft a little bit, close to training camp, maybe a little bit during training camp, so we can revisit this and feel how we feel after we get our drafted and undrafted, and we play around the free agency a little bit more. Oh, so everybody's birthday is coming up. Okay, then. Okay.
They got to get some gears.
You know, it's every season.
And we're going to talk about your birthday. You know, everybody got birthdays this because Pam just had a birthday. Miss Stina B's having a birthday. Okay. Hey, Mika. So, Miss Pam, your last thoughts and let everybody know where to find you as well.
Well, you can find me on this platform, the Lady Bird AFN. I'm on Facebook, X, Instagram, and pretty much I'm just going to trust the process and watch and continue to see this team building up. I can't wait for the draft to see who they're gonna draft, and it's gonna be an interesting year. Just have to wait and see and trust the process. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Oh, I just looked at something mystical.
Unrelated.
Just pleaded guilty to third-degree rape today.
Who?
Mystical.
Oh, Mystical.
Wow. Look, again?
So it's a potential sentence capped at 20 years in prison or mandatory life sentence has faced under the...
man. Dang.
Good Lord.
Okay. Right. Good Lord.
Well.
Good Lord. What the? Okay. Anyway, let me stay off of this thing.
Good Lord. He said good Lord.
On that note, everybody. Yep, 20 years.
Wow.
So, you know, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, Lindsay, for just joining us tonight. You are definitely welcome. And of course, I'm always gonna make my appearances on yours as well. Right before if you decide to keep it on Tuesdays, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I just want to re-invite you back on one of them days, like cut it short, then come on. So
I
we'll
got
figure it out.
got
But of course, we're gonna get together and meet and everything else. I'm just trying to highlight more ladies in sports,
Yes.
so we can get the respect that we're well deserved.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I definitely want to give you your flowers for
Thank
this
Yes.
doing the thing and having the balls to do it.
thank you.
Yes.
Because these men be so emotional and about to crash out and all these things. Like, calm down, yeah, okay.
And I love it every single time, because when I can rattle them stats off, then you have no reason to say I don't know what I'm talking about, because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What I'm
Mhm.
talking about. So on that note, though, if you're new to the channel, like I said, it's seen a lot of new faces here. Thank you for that,
Thank
everybody.
y'all.
Hit the subscribe buttons and alert bell so you won't miss the notifications. Also going over to Miss Lindsay's channel.
Hey,
on
little
TikTok.
Lindsay.
I told you.
That means that's time to go, isn't
That
it? That
is
means
your little mini
you're-
me.
you're
Look
done.
at
that means my time is over with. So, but I'm Miss
face.
Maggie T. You can find me on all social media platforms, Maggie T Productions.
Yes.
Email me at maggietproductions@gmail if you want to make an appearance on the show. Thank you, ladies. Rise up. Other than that, we finna get up out of here, people. And also, right there at the bottom, if you want to donate to the Atlanta Falcons Nation, you can donate it to our Cash App at Atlanta Falcons Nation. Right there, $ in the front. Because we're trying to have a red and black event. And of course, all proceeds that you guys donate, I definitely will give it back to you guys in that event, as you already know. So come party with us one of these days. I'll let y'all know the date that we'll officially have the red and black event and Lady Bird's karaoke night. We're going to have us a good old time, okay? The little gremlin. Oh.
That's a little
But
mini
thank
me.
y'all for coming in tonight. If it's the first time ever, come back next Tuesday around the same time. We'll have a lot more to talk about. And we out, people. Peace. And Lindsay, just stay with us for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Peace.
And I'm out, people. We can get up out of here.